All right, welcome to episode 41. We are officially in the new studio, finally. I know there's not much decor on the walls, which I'll get that taken care of eventually. But somebody in the comments, please give us a thumbs up or something if you can hear us, because all of this equipment was tore down and reset back up in here today. So, yeah, if you can give us a thumbs up, that would be great, so we know we got audio.
This 40 by 60 studio, it was tough to get everything to fit in it.
Well, it ain't quite 40 by 60. I wish it was 40 by 60, but
it was kind of a pain to get this table in there. I can tell you that.
Is it one piece?
What?
yeah. I did most of the work on that deal.
Yeah.
I had the two-wheeler and I was steering it across the yard. So, I mean, that's pretty legit, right?
I mean, from what I remember, it was just me and JT just manhandled it.
Yeah, what I remember.
You and Tanner showed up late.
There it is.
Tonight, we've got the one and only Davey Wagner in the house tonight. Davey, thanks for coming on and being here for the christening of the new building. For people that might not know who you are, go ahead and explain what class and stuff you drive and all that good stuff.
I drive Hornets and Pure Stocks. It's a pleasure to be on the show with you guys.
Yep. I know you watch every week and you're always commenting and stuff, so it's great to have you. Now, supposedly, I guess this is kind of like late breaking news, right?
Already?
Let's just go ahead and get it out of the way.
What?
I got Davey put on a post on Facebook about a driver coming in to step up and drive the Pure Stock at Scottsburg.
Oh,
I was the lucky one and guessed it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. What's going on there?
Yeah, Davey called me Sunday. It was like, hey, you got any plans Wednesday? And I was like, yeah, I kind of do now. What's up? And he said, well, I'd like for you to drive the Pure Stock at Scottsburg. I said, well, I'll make plans to do that.
Absolutely.
He was supposed to be helping me, but that's fine, Davey.
Sorry, buddy.
Whatever.
So I was looking forward to that, and actually went Monday or Tuesday and picked up the car and was on the way home. Got about 3/4 of the way home, and they canceled. So turned around and took the car back. But I think as of right now, still planning on next Wednesday racing. So
Yep, you'll be in it Wednesday.
so
Next Wednesday.
it's pretty exciting to get back to to what I used to race. So I think it'll be fun.
I do want to hit on that a little bit because I know that you and I have had several conversations, one-on-one, and the modified been kind of rough start.
Yeah.
But for people that don't know, Zach was a Pure Stock hot shoe a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
So it is going to be nice to kind of get back to your roots and
Oh yeah.
where you ran really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'll be cool, and I can't thank Davey enough for that, and it'll just be fun. I've drove a guy's late model before, but I know this is a really good car, and we'll see what we can do with it.
So here's a question I have, though. I got to think about this after Davey made the announcement and stuff like that. Is there like a big contract to deal with this, or did you guys have to sit down and negotiate like a full-blown contract on win percentages and stuff?
I told him he could have every bit of it.
Really?
I just want to go run.
I told him we'd split it, but he argued about that.
So if there's any NASCAR teams that are looking for a driver that's not willing to take any of the money, give my buddies Zach Stock that call. That would be pretty sweet, wouldn't it?
I was scared to death I wasn't going to fit.
That's what I said. That was the first thing I said. I said, I don't think you're going to fit in Davey's seat.
Well, I told you, I texted you, and I told you we would help you get in and out of that car on Wednesday.
Yeah. That's the first thing we did.
If it took a bunch of butter and a shoehorn, we'd get you in and out of there, I promise.
My seat's a little big on me, so I figured he could fit pretty good.
That's good. At least there's a little bit of wiggle room.
Yep. There's just a little bit.
Good deal. Thank you all for the comments. JT, did you get a haircut?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm starting.
Yeah. Put the hat back on.
Finley's starting to scare me a little bit because he has your hair. He has your hair down to a T.
Yeah. And I even had her shampoo it.
Really?
Yeah. So it just gets that greasy over a couple hours because this just happened a couple hours ago.
Do you know what kind of shampoo it was? Your body ain't having a reaction to it.
I don't, but that's literally the only reason I go there to get my hair cut, because she washes my head, and I love that.
Where do you go?
Yeah.
Rustic Cuts.
Me too. Who does it?
Heather.
Me too.
Oh wow!
I
There we
love
go.
I love Heather. She does.
Yeah,
a great
we went
job.
from eyebrows
to
to
Heather.
hey, bro, who cut your
I
hair?
actually have a haircut at 10 in the morning. So
Do you?
yeah, I do.
Ask her when you go in there to say, was JT in here yesterday?
She shampoos my hair too, so you're not special.
That's what my tip's based off of, how long you wash my head.
Is it?
And my Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
We better stop.
Yeah. This is getting out. So the Roddy Harris Memorial was this past Friday night at Bloomington. Zach, you went over there and raced in that.
Yep.
Car count wasn't really what I
Let's say
expected.
who won. Who won?
Huh?
Who won?
Gold
guess.
Fallaway.
No, who won the con? I picked 39 cars.
There was 47.
I was the closest.
42.
I said
42,
50.
42.
Oh, okay.
There's 42.
I
Never
win.
mind.
It's okay.
And I picked 42. So,
Yep. I mean, the car count wasn't as big as we thought,
right.
but
That's what
son of a gun.
I want to
them
get
car-
your guys' opinion on. That's what
them 42 cars that were there. I mean,
Yeah.
it
they
was
were
stout.
tough.
It was stout.
They were tough.
You can't blame guys for not driving 3 hours to get rained on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, when nobody knew for sure what
Yeah.
was going to happen. It turned out all right, but
Yeah, I expected to see like 60 or so cars there.
right.
Oh, yeah.
I think there
Yeah.
would have been if it wouldn't been for the rain. I really do. And that Illinois thing hurt them some.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. But it was a stout field.
Yeah, and I also expected the track to be heavy all night. You know, it blew the cushion off of it
Right.
qualifying, and you just couldn't really pass nobody. And, you know, it slicked off, and it's a really smooth racetrack. So props to them for doing that.
Right. Grant, there was 42 there. I think Trent Young might have been. There was a late entry.
Yeah, it was Trent Young.
Yeah, 41 was announced at the track, but then Trent Young came in late, so it made it a 42.
40.
I was crewing on the 11S that night, and there was a really good set of cars because that was the best Zach had looked in the mod. We got behind early in qualifying, which was kind of our fault because we told him not to run it real hard, and he didn't.
I want you to go ahead and finish your story, but I have an opinion. So, but go ahead and finish your story.
So we got behind the 8-ball early, and he ran a really good heat race. We only missed the transfer in the B by 1. So I mean, I was happy with our performance, and I still paid $250 just
Yeah.
for that. So
Yeah. I
that
mean,
was awesome.
it was, I don't know. I completely blew off the track in hot laps and, you know, come out for qualifying. I thought I'm just going to take it easy, and I shouldn't have. I should have went a little harder, but you know, it was the best cars ever felt. So
Tyler Nicely didn't get a qualifying lap in because he spun out twice.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
how tricky the racetrack was.
Yeah.
Tyler had a very tough night.
and I really thought, you know, when we went to the lineup shoot for the B main, I thought, you know, we got a good shot. And then freaking Ethan Dotson rolls up and Jacoby Hines, and I'm like, man, this is the top 5 of a feature.
It is.
So, I mean, it was fun though. I mean, I feel like we still done good. You know, didn't finish last. So
Well, I had the pleasure of running a GoPro on Zach's car Friday night at Bloomington, and I know for several shows leading up to Friday night, I've heard a lot of I'm crewing this and I'm helping Zach's dad, and you know we're really digging hard on this car, and I'm like, so I finally asked Zach, I'm like, where's JT at? He goes, I don't know. He goes, I ain't seen him all night. Well, then here comes JT with a sandwich and a drink, and so I was really pumped for JT because I thought, because I've not actually seen him been at races when they've been there together. So I'm thinking like JT is like thrashing on this car, trying to make Zach better.
No,
That's not the case.
I stay on top of the track conditions.
That's it.
Darren and Jay do the hard work, and I stay on top of the track conditions and tell Zach what to do.
I didn't see you all night.
But who was in the lineup shoot telling you what to do? Tell him.
JT did come up there.
Okay.
And how good of a race do we have after
and how
that?
close is the
Had a good
concession
race.
stand to the lineup sheet at Bloomington?
A
They're
couple-
right next to each
It's a
other.
couple feet.
Well,
I was just trying to make sure he had the most up-to-date information.
well, I didn't
Yep.
know that. I didn't know that you were like the intel of the team.
Well, now you know. Don't-
Okay.
So get off our case.
Okay.
We've got a winning modify operation. We don't need you butting in on it.
So
Oh,
anyway,
my goodness.
He better come out and win next weekend. And
that's kind of
there's
what
no
I'm
reason.
thinking.
There's no reason we should not win next week. We're actually unloading the car, and if we don't win, we're disappointed.
Yeah. What he said.
I think your crew guy over there is just giving you a lot to live up for, ain't he?
I'm in
Yeah.
charge of talking to Smack.
I do the same thing to him, so I can't really
That
say
is
nothing.
true. That is true. Anthony has said, "Wish I had hair so I could do a haircut thing." Well, you can. Will they shampoo a scalp in there if you just go in there and say?
I would say
I would say they would.
if you pay her money, I'm sure she'll.
I would say they would. What's going on, Kenny? What's going on, Lyle? Derek Walton, Hot Dog Rapper is in turn 1. Zach, you better go high.
Gosh.
That could be a thing. I don't know. But yeah, overall, congrats to Cole on the win.
That was a big win for him.
It was a big
Yeah.
win
Yeah.
for him. He really needed it because I think he knows too because he mentioned it, but he struggled the first part of the year, and
Yeah.
to win like that, it's kind of
And
definitely
not just win, but he pretty well dominated.
yes.
Oh yeah, he was in a whole different
Yep.
league.
He looked really good.
I think somebody said that was his biggest career win yet.
I'd say so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And that's the biggest mod race I've ever been to.
Yeah.
10,000
Yeah.
win.
yeah.
I don't ever, I mean, I've been to some big ones, but I don't remember any paying that big.
Yeah,
I-
I don't even think the big dog in Lawrenceburg used to pay that.
No, Mod Mania don't pay that.
No,
Mm-mm.
So, I mean, I hope they continue to have that.
They're not.
they're
No.
not.
That was the last year.
Oh, that's it.
This
Yeah.
is it. This was
Oh,
the last
well.
year.
Never
Some,
mind.
family drama.
Yeah, that's
Hate
what
to-
I seen.
Hate to hear that, but I
That
did hear that
sucks.
too. That this was the last year for the Roddy Harris Memorial.
Well, what a way to go out.
Oh yeah.
That's why they went out that way.
Yeah.
10 grand. And,
Hopefully somebody is like, you know what? We should have more of them.
well, then Paragon turned around and paid 3 grand the next night.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool too. So them guys had somewhere an hour away to go. Not even an hour away from Bloomington.
The only thing that I didn't like about it was that there is a $150 fee for that series. You get one free race, and if you race at Paragon the following night, then you have to pay $150.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you got to pay
Mhm.
$150 fee to be part of that tour or whatever. So, yes, Christy, I was going to mention that also. Jordan Weaver got in Brent Lee's car. I talked to Jordan, and he said that he hadn't even sat in the car until like 1:00 that day. So, hats off to him. He ended up being the hard charger of the race, moved up 10 spots, finished 6th, and Jacoby was the second hard charger, and he moved up 8 or 9, whatever.
All them diamond
He
cars
finished
got
8th,
clustered
so-
together there.
Yeah, he ended up finishing 8th. So awesome run for those two guys, especially for Jordan not even ever being in Brent Lee's car. So, and I did talk to Jordan too. They do have a super motor coming, so that's pretty exciting news. Plans this weekend. What's going on this weekend? Peyton, I know you're getting a big Crown Vic out, ain't you? We got a big
Oh,
layover
yeah.
coming here. What, the next 4 weeks?
3 or 4. I
3 or
can't remember
4.
what it
Yeah,
is.
we're going to be off for 3 or 4 weeks. So Peyton, he's got the old flag to flag media, Peyton Walker house car tuned in, ready to go. So you'll be at Brownstown Saturday.
Yeah.
JT, well, you going to Brownstown Saturday?
I'll be in the convoy with Peyton to Brownstown Saturday.
Choo choo, right?
That's right.
Every Saturday.
What's Zach Stalker's plans?
Me and Dad and Allie and Owen are going to Florence.
So you hired a new crew guy for the weekend, huh?
Yeah. If anybody beat up, contact him.
What do you think about that? Are you ready to go?
I mean, yeah, because I have not going to be any help to the car. I'll tell you that.
You said YouTube was your friend.
I'll
though.
go buy a cheeseburger or something. Give you a pep talk.
Yeah.
I
No,
guess
you get the
helped you.
nachos at Florence.
I haven't been to Florence in years.
I love the loaded
The
nachos.
loaded
Yeah.
nachos are definitely killer.
But the pizza burger.
Pizza
You-
burgers,
yeah.
You said something
killer.
about the pizza, or was that you was talking about the pizza burger?
They're really good, but Allie can make a better one. So,
You think so? Can't you?
oh yeah, she's made them at home.
There you go.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't eat much when I go down there.
I got you.
I eat the whole time.
Davey, what's your
he
plan
did
this
last
weekend?
time.
You going to Brownstown?
We'll be at Bloomington tomorrow, driving James Simmons' car. And then Saturday, I'll be at Brownstown with my Hornet and Pure Stock.
Gotcha. Sweet. There's going to be a lot of racing going on this weekend. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, hoping the rain stays away Friday
Yeah,
night.
that's. I'll tell you what. I don't even want to talk about it. I was so ready to go Saturday night, and then I thought, oh, the little showers won't come through, right? I thought for sure that it would quit and it would, we get the races in. Well, me and Owen, it rained on us all the way home, and then
Yeah.
I don't know. It was Saturday night just ended up being nasty.
Hey, we made the best of it Saturday
we
night.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, it didn't matter what radar you looked at. It was like every 10 minutes it changed.
Yeah, and
Right.
it just kept getting bigger. There's like one little
Yeah.
cell, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it
Yeah.
was just a bunch of crap.
I just couldn't believe it because we were all standing in the trailer looking, and like shows it's not even raining over here, and that it's like that cloud just sat there.
So,
We had our new fire suits on. And I was just sitting there crying in mine.
oh yeah,
So I really wanted to wear it. So I walked in the rain so everybody could see it.
I was standing in
You
Zach's
did.
trailer. My phone goes off, and I'm like, "Who's texting me?" So I get my phone out of my pocket, and it's Logan Mounts. He was what, probably 3 or 4 trailers down.
Yeah.
He goes, "We going to your house to drink beer tonight?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, if it's going to keep raining." I said, "There ain't nothing better else to do." So the next thing I know, it's him and his wife and Zach and Allie came over, and We had a pretty good time watching the Fairbury race. So then we come home and we were in the garage,
Yeah, it worked out perfect.
and then we get here, and then there's a rain delay at Fairbury. I was like,
Yeah.
"Are you kidding me?"
Rained
But-
everywhere.
But they got it in at Fairbury though. It's a pretty good race.
Except the winner.
What's going on, Robbie? Shane Reed, Bloomington Friday night, Saturday at Paragon for me. What's going on, Ryan? Davey, I was doing last minute things, but I will have to show Davey the unicycle before he goes home. So JT, does he get to take it home and try it or no?
No, there will be no practice.
That's
No
There's too
practice
much
at
money
all?
on the line.
that. I don't care. You give him a year, he's not going to figure that out. Ain't nobody
I
can
don't
figure
know.
that
He's
out.
crafty.
No.
I've watched him
None of
three-wheel Hornet.
us could even sit on it. You want him to go all the way around the turn? There ain't no chance.
He's just going down straightaway.
Yeah, he's got to drive it
I thought you
straight.
said it was turn 3.
Turn 4 to turn
No.
1. Down the
Oh,
front- down the
either
front
way.
stretch.
Yeah, I'm sorry about it.
I ain't got no faith in myself either.
Yeah.
Even if
He's
I got all the
probably-
faith in the world in him.
He's probably saying that, and he's actually like a circus major.
He
at
probably
one
bought
time
it
or
from
something.
the clown school.
Yeah.
I got 7 kids. I ain't got time for it.
He ain't got time for no unicycle.
I told him the other day, I said, you might as well go ahead and have your teeth scanned and get you an extra set made. Because
Yeah.
by the time you face plant on that thing, you're all going to be knocked out.
Yeah.
Me and Peyton couldn't hold Zach on it. We were on each side of him, and we still couldn't hold him up on
So
it.
I do have a question though. Let's just hash this out right now on the show. What kind of rules and stipulations are we put? Can somebody actually help him on it and start off?
Yeah, and
You got to at least help him,
in
man.
the
Okay.
first, you can't. Do
That's what I'm
that.
thinking.
The
Like,
first
JT won't give him any
75%
help.
The first 75% of the racetrack's clean. The first 75% of the straightaway. Then there's obstacles.
yeah,
You have to hit a ramp and go through this ring of
Are
fire.
you serious?
Well, if we're gonna do it, let's do it right.
Wow.
What?
We went straight up to just hoping Davey can hold on to now he's going through hoops with fire and
That's how good he
water
is.
balls getting chucked at him. And
I don't know that Price's insurance cover that.
I don't know if
Well,
it will either. Well, I don't know. They have a rollover contest up there. So
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
a fun thing.
You got sponsor UMP guy? Don't they pay for the rest of it or something?
No, I ain't paid for that yet.
No. You need to get that paid. You better get up to date.
I ain't got enough races in yet to do that.
All right. Well, I guess so. He can have somebody help him, and then the last 25% is going to be a waylay, I guess. But is there anything else we need to add to it, like any kind of rules or
No training wheels
no training wheels?
on the unicycle.
I would training wheels.
Yeah, I don't even know how that would work.
It would,
Would
have
you
to
put
be
him on the
like 2 in
side
the
or-
front and 2 in the back.
Yeah.
somehow.
It'd be like a 5-wheeler.
Like a five. Okay, that makes sense. It does make sense. So okay, I think that's just what we'll go with.
I'm
That's the
excited.
plan. Yeah.
We're going to take it beforehand.
And this
that
is-
week for
this is-
traction control.
Oh yeah, this is
Okay.
fan appreciation night, right?
Yeah.
That's not even that far away, I don't think.
No. How would you take a unicycle, Zach? Since you brought that up,
I
we
don't
need to
know.
get some
Got to
rules
check the
wrote down.
tire pressure. Make sure there's not too many spokes in the wheel.
Is there stagger on a unicycle?
There's only one wheel. How you gonna stagger it to another one? That was
But
a
I'm saying,
dumb
though,
thing to say.
No,
Just quit while you're
because,
ahead.
no, because you could shave it down to where one side of the tire is bigger than the other side. Like it goes at an angle. If it's helping your balance,
The important thing is Davey's gonna triple his fan count in one night.
you think he is?
Yeah, he may
And
not
his
be able to
medical
drive
bills.
again, but
How well would Davey Wagner unicycle shirts sell?
I think we start calling
Picture
him
of
Daredevil Davey.
we can
Double D.
That's
double
triple
D.
D.
Yeah, it is. That's triple D.
Yeah.
Daredevil 2 words.
I don't
There's
know.
one
It's got
more.
2 D's in it.
Sure.
That's
That-
what he's going with.
That'll
2
sell.
words.
We'll put them by the what are you? The Lot Lizard liquor shirt.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to get us. We're gonna have to get us a swag trailer here before too long.
Hopefully you can pay that loan off because you ain't gonna make no money at it.
Well, I got to pay Brandon off at some point in time. I'm hoping these T-shirts help out a little bit.
Well, did you see his comment earlier? He said if I blow the
Yeah.
motor up, I buy a new one.
Yeah. Where'd that go?
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Don't blow it up, Zach.
Yeah, don't blow it up.
I don't plan on it.
We're gonna swap gears for this deal, aren't we? We're not going up there with the Brownstown gear.
Oh yeah, we're leaving it the same.
Oh, we're leaving it.
I want to put this comment up here, right here on the show, real quick. See right here, it says Brandon Norman. Zach blows it up, he buys a new one. That way, if something bad happens, we can go back on the show and say that Brandon Norman said that Zach has to buy Davey a new motor.
But the good thing is, Flag to Flag Media has a tab over there, so I could easily get it paid for.
No, I'm not paying for that.
We
Well,
were
you
up there
did-
Saturday and got something. What did we get?
Yeah, he
And you didn't even race.
got me
What'd
some
you-
Heims.
and you didn't even race, and I got to pay for Himes.
Yep. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, good grief!
He said he would take care of it for you.
Yeah, he's going to take care of it. He's going to write it off. So it's going to happen. Oh shoot! Keith's hoping to be there. Hoping to be there today, but not looking good for work. Work gets in the way of everything. I will help you, Davey. Ryan said he'll help you. Robbie said he gets a push start until the cone, then he's on his own green light. That okay. So we need to do maybe like a 15-foot section before the cone, and once he hits the cone, he's on his own. That sounds like legit to me.
Sounds dangerous.
Roll and start.
Is the cone in the middle of the track, or are we going to put it to the side also? I don't know if the cone's going to be in JT's obstacle course at the very end or what the deal is.
That's a surprise.
Jeremy said he can't ride a normal bike, but I got 25 if it makes a distance.
It just keeps going up.
We need to get a running count of how much we got, because it was like when we first talked about it on the show, it was what, 125 or 150
It was over $100 bucks.
Yeah. So now we could be pushing 150, 175. So I think we're on to something here.
You just
But
have to go to 20 different people to get your money.
Yeah, I know.
You better be writing them down.
well, then the t-shirt sales, I don't know how those will be huge. So
Well, those are ours. That was our idea.
Huh?
We get the money from the t-shirt sales. That was our.
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying like the whole money just watching Davey ride a
Yeah.
unicycle down the
Yeah,
press stretch.
we've got to make our cut.
Let's just turn it into a multi-million-dollar business here. Michael said, "Can we bubble wrap him? He can't miss too much work." We got to make sure the bubble wrap weight is legit, that we don't throw his balance off. Right?
It's gonna be big.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
It'll
be
be
huge.
big.
Let's start a debate. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out here. I don't know. I got a new chair this week and it's kind of comfortable, so I'm gonna kind of enjoy this part of it. But all I have to say is signal sticks. Go. What's your all's opinion on signal sticks?
Let him have them.
Yeah.
There's no way to police
Doesn't
them.
bother me.
If you don't have sticks, you're gonna have somebody with bright gloves.
Yeah.
So I'll look at my signal guy or signal girl, I guess I should say.
I was told if you seen your signal guy, he was going too slow, JT.
Yeah, well, I didn't used to look at him, and then I threw away a half track lead one time at Thunder Valley. And
Because you wasn't looking at them?
yeah, I was still driving it like I was. I don't look at them much unless I'm out front, but it's nice to know where the gap is or if somebody's running up on me on top or running up on me on the bottom, which I know it screws them, like we've seen it.
That's their problem. They should have been in front.
Right, but if you watch Bobby Pierce,
Yeah, well.
he wins a lot of races with Bob Pierce
Mhm.
Yeah.
because he watches that man religiously and doesn't hesitate.
Here's my 2 cents on it. I think that signaling has been a part of this sport for how long now? And I really think that the thing that brought light to it was as Michael Rigsby said, what do you say, 70-foot sticks that people are holding out.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
think a lot of it is the stick aspect itself. I mean, if you're a driver and you're in a race, you have your person that you're looking at, right? Whether it's under caution, under green flag conditions, whatever. Signaling has been going on for eons. But I think we're just getting kind of out of control with the sticks and that type of stuff. Does that make sense? I mean, is that right? Or
There's no reason to have a stick bigger than 3 foot.
Yeah.
right,
2 foot's plenty.
I don't know. My dad's used his hand ever since I started,
right.
and I've always looked at him. I've always been able to see it. You don't
But-
wear bright gloves.
That's why if you
Yeah,
take the sticks away, it doesn't take the signaling away.
no.
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 And used to, when you could stand on the back stretch at Brownstown right up against the fence, I mean, it made it even better for me because I could see him coming right out of the corner.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you
So-
have a stick guy, Davey?
Yeah, I only look at him under yellow.
Under yellow? That's when I look
Yeah.
at mine the majority.
Yeah.
So there was a post on Facebook about it was a comment on somebody's thread about signal sticks or whatever. And they also made a comment where they were testing out dash lights at Eldora, to where the crew guy had a thing where he could turn on a light on the dash to go, low or high or, whatever. So I think that it's something that we're never going to get rid of completely. It's just, how do you do it? Right.
Right.
I mean, you could take, like JT said, you can take 2 neon gloves and put them on and do the same exact thing you can with sticks.
And we can do say that
Mhm.
guy can't wear mechanics gloves.
Right.
I mean, you can't
exactly.
police that.
Right.
Well, that's like Randy Petro's dad always wore that green shirt.
Right.
Always.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
It does. NASCAR's got people talking in their ear,
Yeah.
and the racing still
Right.
happens.
right. I think signals. This is my stand on it too. I think signal sticks is one of those things to where we're policing it, and I know that some people like it, some people don't. But then I often wonder, is there something else in the sport that we could be worried about policing and not signal sticks?
Yeah.
Like,
But people also just don't like it when it doesn't benefit them or something happens. Like
Right.
last night with Ziegler knocking Marlar off the track.
Right.
But if Marlar would have been in front and his guy was telling him to get up there, he would have wanted the sticks then.
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always work out. Like the other night, Hudson was leading, and he went to the bottom of the block and got passed anyway, and went back to the top and passed him on top.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, sometimes it's the wrong call anyway.
I still think no matter what you do, there's probably somebody out there that has a earbud in their other ear
Right.
listening. So I mean, you just never know. You're not gonna totally
You're not gonna get rid of it.
no.
No.
Joe said IMC don't let us use them in any division. Jeremy Pierce said in an interview at Davenport, he looks at Bobby every other lap.
He
And,
does.
and to me, it's just a team thing. Like, I mean, you have your system, like Bobby like religiously looks at his dad. Like that's his go-to person. And Bob's going to tell him where to go on the track. That's just what they've done for how many years now?
A
So
long time.
long time.
And if
So,
you look over there, like in my case or in Zach's case, there's like 3 or 4 people telling us to do 3 or 4 different things.
Yeah.
that's true.
Like, so which one do we listen to?
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if there's no cushion. All my little brother's telling me to be up there beating the berm down that's not there.
All
Right.
night long.
And Bo is like wants me on the bottom, even if the cushion's twice as fast. So a lot of it's
Well,
preference.
this is where this goes into play too. Is Tanner wants you to beat the boards.
right. Tanner wants a
But
show.
he doesn't work on the car. Bo works on the car. He wants you down around the tires,
Right.
where you're not beating the panels off
Right.
of it.
Yeah, the top
the
has to be
tires.
really fast before Bo's like, yeah, go do that.
Yeah, right. Bo's like, I don't want to work on it. Stay down and around the bottom.
Yeah.
So, all right,
There's the Leaf Spring guy right there, finally making his appearance.
coming in clutch.
I was worried about him.
He was chiseling on his rock tonight, probably getting
Him-
stuff dialed in.
Him and Jaden have formed this alliance,
I seen that.
and I look for it to break on itself before it affects many of us.
You think?
Oh yeah, them two's gonna be throwing sliders on each other as teammates.
I don't know.
Hey, they both want to win.
I think they could be onto something.
Let me tell you a story about Jaden because I hope he's watching because he was watching last week. I was setting up the lineup shoot one time. Last time I think I raced with Jaden, and I'm parked beside him in the lineup shoot, right? And he's shooting in the lineup shoot. He's shooting a flame 3 foot out of his car in lineup shoot at idle, just burning the decals off everybody else. And I get out and I go over and walk to him. He goes, "Oh no, it's fine. It's just his carburetor's just too big." But I'm telling you, he was burning the decals off the other race cars in the lineup shoot. I miss racing. I'm glad Jaden's coming back though. I liked racing with Jaden.
Jaden's Colton's cousin. Did you know that?
Yeah, they act just alike.
Yeah, I got you. So you tell their family.
That whole family, you gotta watch all them because the Breeze is in there, and I mean that's Adams.
Wild group.
That's a mess right there.
But we enjoy you guys watching. I think like I put on Colton's post that one time, hashtag make Leaf Springs great again. I think Colton and Jaden, they're on to something.
Colton's fast. There ain't no doubt about it.
Oh yeah,
He got
absolutely.
4th up at Paragon on Saturday. And He
Yep.
started in the tail, drove up there. So I mean,
I think he got second or third at Circle City a couple weeks ago when
Did
we
he?
went up there.
he's a will man.
Are they running super stocks at Circle City tomorrow night?
I'm not sure.
I don't know yet.
I don't know.
I meant to look. I forgot. Colton, are they running super stocks at Circle City tomorrow night? Do you know? He might be going back up there. I think I'm going to go to Circle City tomorrow.
Your wife done said you're not going.
Well, she just needs to sleep on it.
I like to hear what your mother-in-law says. I
Sydney
think she
said-
scares me.
Sydney says you're not going. That took no time at all. He deleted.
Yeah, that comment's gone. Uh,
Well, Matt,
Grant says
don't
they're not
worry.
running up there. First weekend of June is next Super Stock at Circle City. Okay,
if you need a
I'll try to
place
get
to
there.
sleep
She's back.
tonight,
you come to your house.
yeah,
I don't
you
know
can.
this, boys. I'm telling you, whenever I had this building here done, I had a plan that if I ever need to sleep in here, I got a set of bunk beds ordered that should be coming anytime.
Here you go.
I mean,
There's supposed to be a T-shirt area, but
I
I don't know
gotta-
where you're going to put that at.
I got a bathroom in the garage, as a garage.
It
So.
doesn't work. Had an out of order sign on it.
Well, that's
since
because Owen
2021.
broke the valve on it.
Oh, and didn't
The
do
water
it.
don't even work in there anymore. So, yeah. They are not. Last time we were there, I ran fifth with no power steering the whole race. Somebody else commented, some Sydney girl.
Still not going.
Dalton Flinter has one of them dinosaur race cars for sale out here.
Yeah, I think that's Vern's car. That's old Hop's car. It's not a bad car. If anybody's looking to get one for a good price,
Yep.
that's a good price on a super stock.
Is he not running it?
I heard he's going Crown Vic racing.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
No, Dalton.
Not Dalton. Vern's going Crown Vic
Oh,
racing.
Vern is.
Dalton's got his, he's got a cool Blue Lady.
I got you. But that's one he's running though, right?
Yeah, he's just waiting on his motor to get back.
I got you. I got you.
I've had a lot of
why
tore
I
up
haven't been
motors
racing.
in Southern Indiana
A
this
lot
year.
tore up. Let's see. Tucker's had two. I know
Amick.
had one. Who else?
Davey was rough on one night. I don't know if it blew up or not.
No,
It kept going.
yeah.
But I tell you what, I
I had the bolt that goes in the oil pump rod block off or whatever in the wrong hole. So just pumping oil out of the front of the block.
Well, it just kept smoking more and more. Davey.
well, I thought my golf cart kept the mosquitoes away, and then old Davey rolls out on a track, and I'm like, I don't have to worry about my golf cart not smoking no more because Davey's taking care of the skeeters tonight.
Yeah, it's the one that Zach was gonna run Wednesday. We put it all back together and give it another go.
Yeah, there you go. So, how does that work though? Like, so if you see smoke, like I don't know,
Just keep going.
You couldn't
because
see it, could you?
Davey just runs the living crap out of it, and
All right, my dad told me when I started racing, if it's got 2 pounds oil pressure, keep running.
there you go.
What happened to that pure stock you and your dad you sprang to the valley? The one with the orange cage.
Some guy in Michigan's got it.
Did you
running
drive
around.
that or did your dad drive it? You drove it,
I
didn't you? That's what I thought.
The Little Caesars car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good looking race car
That was Brian Fiskus's old
with
car.
the purple on it.
Yep.
That was a sharp looking race car.
Better
Yeah.
than blue.
They
Pizza,
switched it to asphalt.
Really?
Yeah. I sold it to Donnie Wallop, and then he sold it to Shannon, and Shannon ran it a year maybe, and then sold it off.
I like that
Hey,
car.
darn.
That's the first car I remember in.
Yeah.
I was racing mini stocks at that time.
Yeah,
But you
had that
got
little
we all parked
Mustang.
over there by each other, kinda. In the side by Aaron Fields and all them.
Yeah. That was back in the good days.
The good old days.
It was a simpler time,
a lot.
that's for sure.
A
I
lot
think
cheaper.
a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for any of it then, hardly.
I didn't either.
I like that better.
That's why it was cheaper.
That's why it was cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flag to flag footed a lot of it back then. Luckily, I don't have to do
You
that.
didn't even come then. Your name was
Well, I
on
did
that. Your
too.
name was on that car.
It was.
It was on the sail panel, wasn't it?
Was fast. Yep. That's back when I used to turn wrenches for you.
His name was on the sail panel. I remember that being.
Hey, your
You-
dad even said I was a crew chief.
You used to come hang out a lot back then.
I did. Then I had to raise my kids.
That car had more Bondo than metal. It was when it got hit in the side, Bondo chunks just fall out and you have to redo
That
it.
is true. That is true.
How long did you run that car?
The first one I ran for 2 years, we dug it out of a barn and it was full of raccoon crap and
It was bad.
it was disgusting, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah.
And it had like 2 cages in it because the first cage wasn't safe. So somebody welded another cage in it.
Oh my.
It had 3 bodies on it. They just kept wrapping doors over the
Yep.
door. So we ran it for 2 years. Then we built one from pretty well scratch and we ran it for 2 years.
That was a hatchback. Right?
Yeah, it was a hatchback. And I think it's still running. Last
it?
I heard, up in Michigan somewhere.
Really?
That's what I heard. I don't know.
That was a pretty good car.
They cut that body off. They cut the Mustang body off of it and put sheet metal on it. But I like the old Fox body
yeah.
look. I loved that body style. I like the Monte Carlos with the stock steel roofs, but you can't not cut it off and get rid of that weight if they let you.
Right.
Some people don't, but
Mine's still got it on it.
Still.
It's waiting to be revived. We've got a really nice beer stock, but it just sits there in the barn.
Yeah, Zach won't help me out with that one, really.
That's
Buddy,
what I
it's
was
too
thinking, Peyton.
sentimental. Too sentimental.
Allie's supposed to get to run
But
it.
here, I gotta have a question. I want here. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk.
Oh, God.
What if you don't sell it though, and you just become like a team owner?
He can
No.
total it though.
Like it just doesn't touch the track at all. Okay, I was just curious.
I don't know.
He told me Monday when he came and got or Tuesday when he came to get mine, he thought about getting it back out.
I told him to.
Yeah,
It'd be a
I
lot
was like,
cheaper on
man,
him.
yeah.
a lot cheaper. I
Do you-
could do a lot more things.
Do you like the street tires better than the Hoosiers? Do you like the way that's went?
They last a lot
They
longer.
last longer for sure.
Yeah.
And it's saving me a lot of maintenance
Yeah.
on Bud's car. We're not grinding them. We're not flipping them.
I've only grinded mine once.
The only person
Yeah.
I've ever seen work on that car,
Jeremy and Chuck.
Jeremy and Chuck, is the only. I just don't get this, but anyway, go ahead, Davey. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I do all the tires.
He's just throwing me off. Over
I don't
there.
know what he's talking about.
It's
What?
a little bit cheaper than for the radials, I guess, but not a lot.
It's just you get a lot more out of
You got a lot
one.
more
Yeah.
life out of them.
A
right?
lot.
Right.
Saving
lot
money in the
longer.
long run.
I
See-
think I like it now that we've switched over. At the time, I was mad because we had all these Hoosiers, but now I like that we did it.
Yeah, I didn't have anything whenever I got this, so it didn't really matter which way they went to me.
Right. Yeah, you're
And I
setting
ran
different.
on the Hoosiers for several years and only got to run maybe half a year on the radials. So
and
it's kinda
see,
new to me jumping on the radials now.
when we built mine, it was originally you could run the radials, or that's what they had us running. So we built that, and thought, man, this is gonna be nice. And then that next year, they said, oh yeah, you guys can run the E-mod tires. It's like, well, son of a gun, there went our saving money.
I don't
you
think
know.
it slowed them down much.
No.
No,
The only difference I noticed when I drove Buds twice, I think, since we've done that, is that there's not as much side bite.
On the
Yeah,
radio,
I don't have it near the side bite I feel I would on Hoosiers.
But I felt like when I get it pointed straight, it hooks better than the Hoosier did.
Yeah.
But then when you're in the corner
And they
trying to
stay a
throttle
lot
with
cooler.
nothing, they do stay cooler. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad they did it.
I know Mickey Hines and them, they were really fast on radials, and they went to E-mods, and it took them a while to get that figured out because they were winning all the time.
Well, Mickey, I mean, he's helped me a lot this year, and he's either really, really fast or he's broke.
Yeah,
He can't catch a break.
yeah.
He's got that car lined out for sure. He was leading that the other night and broke.
Yeah,
It's
he
leading.
got a flat tire.
That's crazy.
He made
Who's-
me cry at Circle City when we went up there.
He won that, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, they probably don't want us back.
they never want the winners back. Who's TJ? Anybody know?
I'm gonna hope that was a typo.
Wow, Sydney.
But it wasn't.
It probably wasn't.
Megan does her fair share.
A little hard on the sauce tonight.
That's the answer to that question.
Megan
But-
does do.
If her and
Megan,
Allie
she
get to
does do a lot,
talking, I
though.
have to bust that up and be like, hey,
Are
you
you
guys got to
pretty?
get to work.
Are you guys pretty strict on that?
On her and Allie
Yeah.
talking?
I wondered about that. Is
We
it like
we
a,
mediate it after we start rolling, but we let them talk all they want before.
okay, got you. But when it's like
Yeah.
go time, it's
We were
shut her down and
we were sitting at the house, and here's all the women. On Sunday, they come to my house, and all the women sit down there at the table, and it is like talk trash about every other woman they know.
yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's their best friend. That's just
That's
what
women.
they do.
Yep,
That's women for you.
That's how they do it.
It's
And we're up here trying to be nice, playing pool against each other and just having a good time, talking good about everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
and then they'll go to that other person and talk that they talk so much trash about and be their best friend. What are you doing?
Sydney would fit right in.
She just said, "Can I
Yeah,
come
yeah,
next
That's why
time?"
I've seen that. She would fit right in.
You got an open seat on Sundays now at JT's house.
It's trash. I mean,
I guarantee you, you give Sydney 2 weeks and she'll be running that show. If that's what they're talking about, she'll be running that show.
it's a lot of gossip.
Gossip circle at TJ's house.
Allie's really good about like making sure I got tear offs and all that stuff, all the little piddly stuff that I forget about. And the other night I went out at Bloomington, and of course it was muddy, had 2 tear offs, and I was like, I pulled them both off, and I thought, Allie, You didn't put tear offs on.
Right.
So I said something to her. She's like, I'm sorry. You know how they are.
That one time, right? That one time.
Yeah, that one time.
You're gonna ignore it.
Yeah.
She's watching. She's gonna
Yeah.
be mad at you.
His mom's already calling.
Oh,
She-
I guarantee it.
She's an instigator at this
Is
party. I'm telling you, it's 6 women down there, trash, talking trash. It's crazy. I love them all, but I just go upstairs.
Yeah.
right.
Me and Tanner are actually the current pool champions because we team up.
And Megan says you're full of it. So
He's full of that too, because me and his dad can put a pretty good whooping on him.
right.
No, tell me who won last night or Sunday night. Go ahead. Can't
we,
do it, can
we,
you?
we come back and then JT pulled a not so pool etiquette move on us.
What'd you do? Just like slide
had
the
a-
balls in the
I
hole?
had a bad hit,
No.
but I didn't make nothing, so that's fine. I lost my turn.
Our ball was here. His ball was here. The bumper was here. He knew he couldn't get it in between. It was the last 2 balls left. And we're like, you can't hit that. He goes, oh, yeah, I can. It was obvious he couldn't fit it in there. So he hit our ball first, which is illegal. And
So I lose my turn, right, Owen?
Yeah, you
Ain't that the
lost his
rule?
turn.
I
Yeah.
lost my turn.
And
So-
you should get to put the cue ball where you want.
yeah, well, we done got screwed over on that one. So
my
me and-
ball was blocking the pocket than that he wanted to use.
I just told
Uh,
Jeremy that way to teach his kids how to play pool.
Yeah. Oh, now the girls are chiming in.
Yeah, it's getting
Got him
lovely.
wound up now.
I didn't
There's
start it.
Tanner too. He fits in with the girls.
Yeah.
Tanner's down there at the table with them.
Yeah.
Keep going, and you guys can cook your own dinner.
Wendy's is pretty good.
I had
And Sammy,
McDonald's.
Sammy said, "I feel that said love." You're right, Dennis. It is getting very deep, very deep, and I don't even have nothing to do with it. It's like
You and Jebediah came over once and played.
yeah, we come over there one time and played.
Yeah.
I
It's
took all our
Pablo.
quarters.
It's Jose Jebediah.
Jose Jebediah. Yeah.
I don't think Peyton and I ever received an invite.
So
I
let's-
got,
where
I
do
got
we go over
invited. I just
Okay,
get busy,
thanks,
man.
bud. I don't think I've ever received an invite.
I was like, Peyton's been invited multiple times.
what did we go over there for, JT? What
We
It
were
was
just-
a New Year's party.
was it?
no,
New Year's?
no, it wasn't New Year's party.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
What was it?
We were just hanging out that one night, and he said, "What are you guys doing?" I said, "We're shooting pool." I was like, "Can I come?" He goes, "Can I bring Corey?" I mean, do you mean Jeb?
Yeah.
And
Jebediah.
we played people. Remember?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it was.
We took Jebediah's quarters.
Yeah.
I think you took everybody's quarters. I was broke when I left. We'll fire up the grill at my place. That sounds like a plan to me. Well, let's talk about. I know this kind of national stuff again, but what about the Rocket One House car? You guys think Rocket's making a turn?
I'd like to
do.
see another. Dennis Urban, Huddy's the only 2 fast
Yeah,
ones,
I
but
know,
there's
but-
not other mini ones in the field if you look at it.
Yeah, but
I think they just hit on a tire combination that nobody's hit on yet.
right. Bronson's in a Rocket, ain't he? Ain't Kyle Bronson in a Rocket?
Jimmy's been running decent
Jimmy's
too.
doing a lot
Yeah.
better in his
He's a
Rocket.
Longhorn, ain't he?
Nope.
Now they
No,
can
he
switch
switch
back to
back.
Rockets.
Rocket.
Well.
Bronson looked real good last night, though.
Yeah.
I thought Ziegler looked good in his
He did.
Yeah.
Did.
first night back. Made Barry Wright not look so good.
No.
Yeah.
'Cause
Uh,
he led most of that race.
Bronson was hard charger last night, wasn't he?
Was he?
I think he was.
Started 18th and got 6th, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. He-
Before the track went to crap.
We're to the point
Yeah.
now where it's like 70% of the cars are Longhorn, then 25% of the cars are Rocket,
Rocket.
and then there's 5% that's not those two.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might have a Kryptonite here and there, or a Masters built here and there, or Capital here and there,
Yeah.
but them two's kind of running the market, which
Then you-
which sucks.
Then you got McDowell still winning his Bloomquist car, which I think is awesome.
He don't get out a whole lot though,
He
does he?
don't,
Which I'm a big McDowell fan.
right.
He's one of my favorites.
Craig says that Mark is coming back. I agree 100%. 100%.
Even if it's not right now, he will come back
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
because all these other ones you watch them fade.
Oh, yeah.
Masters built on top fades and Longhorns on top right now, but they'll start. I mean, but Rocket always comes back
Yep.
for the last 40 years or 30 years, whatever it is.
They had an interview with a guy that I can't remember the guy's name. He races, but he works for Rocket. And he said in the interview, he said, "Do
Eddie-
not sleep on Mark Richards."
Eddie Carrier.
That's who it
Yeah.
was, Eddie Carrier. They said, do not sleep on Mark Richards. He does not give up.
They have a great team there as far as their employees and with Steve Baker and Eddie Carrier. I mean, they have a heck of a team there. It's just finding that one thing, like
I
Randy
just
was
wonder
saying,
how hard it is to tuck your tail and go back like some of these guys do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After you switch and it doesn't work out.
I mean,
some of them's cases it's not their fault. Like Jimmy Owens' car owner wanted him to go to Longhorn.
and
Yeah.
Jimmy's never been good. He'll tell you he's never been good at Longhorn.
Right.
But like B-Shep switching from Rocket to Longhorn, it kind of took him a while to. I mean,
I still don't
Bobby
think he's
just-
as fast as
Bobby
he
Pierce.
was.
No, Bobby just jumped in it, and it was game on from the time he got in it. So
Right.
Oh, I know.
It didn't even take him no time to get a notebook. I don't know if he got a notebook from somebody or somebody's helping him or what.
right.
Yeah, he was instant. I don't know. I just like seeing a bunch of different. I like to see the Capitals do good.
Right.
Yeah.
I like to see.
But I think a lot of it too, I think we go back to like what track they're running at too. Because if you
Right.
get like a half mile or
Got him.
I was aggressive.
That was impressive, though.
now he's been in here all day.
Not no more.
I've been
Aggressive
talking to
but
him.
impressive.
You
No,
want a dessert?
I'm done with him now.
Okay.
I think a lot of it depends on what track you're at. You know what I mean? Like your Eldoras and Port Royals, that type of stuff, the big half miles, that's where Longhorns to me shine. You get on a rough track like a Fairbury or like the whole Illinois Speed Weeks. That's to me, that's more of a Rocket South track.
What I've noticed about Masters build is put them in qualifying and put them in that heat race and go try to beat them, but then putting them in that 50 lap race,
Right.
they get drove around.
Yeah.
I don't know if the longevity, I don't know what the deal is there, but
Yeah. That's where Pierce really shines is over in Illinois, when they got a curb that you can really drive it in hard and bounce it off of it and go.
Huddy's driving the curb better than Bobby is though
He's
anymore.
looking
Yeah.
good.
It's a wonder they had a right rear left after that race the other night.
Right.
Marshalltown. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun one to watch.
Yeah.
That was a fun one to watch.
Caleb's right. Masterville is not a slick track car. It's true.
I tell you what,
I think that's
Jensen Ford will lay down a qualifying.
Yeah, he will.
like
Jensen's been
nobody's
looking good in it.
business.
I think Stricker's done an awesome job in the house car too.
Oh, yeah.
From what time he's ran it, I mean,
Yeah. It didn't really take him long to adapt to that.
no, looked pretty good, pretty solid. I think Mastersville will have some good runs with Jensen and Stricker and
They need to make sure they
Carter.
keep the guys that are fast
Carter.
in them.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
don't let them have an
Right.
opportunity. Do whatever it
Yeah.
takes to keep them in it.
right.
That's what's really helped them is, Stricker. He's a good modified guy.
It's Will Man. Yeah,
And, I always heard if you can drive a modified, you can drive a late model. So, I think he's really adapted well,
I think a lot of it, is
as Davey
it's all
said.
feedback. It's all feedback. If
Yeah.
you get somebody that knows what they're doing in the seat and can give appropriate feedback back to whoever's turning wrenches on it, makes a
Mhm.
big difference.
You put a good driver in a car that's not so good, that's still going to be fast.
Yeah.
I think Brandon Overton showed that at Florida. In
Yes.
that Warrior.
Yeah.
That Warrior.
And then that old boy got back in that Warrior and didn't make the show in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
that's
don't-
just like Don O'Neill though in the house car for how many years?
Year.
He made everything work. It didn't matter if it was ill handling or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he get up on the
I
wheel.
think he had a little more say in, well, I don't like that bar here, that bar there,
Yeah.
cut them out, and let's do this.
Right.
And what are they going to do? Tell him no?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Not when he's winning.
And it goes back to like what John Gill was saying whenever we had him on. Back in that day, I know it was quite a while ago, you really had to drive the car.
Yeah.
And it was more about the driver and how he could drive and adapt.
Right.
Now it's if your car's off, you're going to be off.
Yep.
It's so technical
Technical.
now.
That's what Jeff Wilson said whenever he first got in these new cars. He said, I was trying to drive it in, stop, turn, and go.
The old
He
style,
He said,
yeah.
and you can't do that in these new cars.
No.
Mm-hmm. It's
Craig,
crazy.
Craig said there's only one Black Widow super stop.
I think that's accurate.
100%.
I don't know what he was saying there.
100%.
Yeah. It's fast one too. They still got their Nightcrawler too, though, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought they
He can-
sold it.
Oh, did they get it sold?
I'm
Just
pretty
sold.
sure.
I would have liked to have that car.
That was a good car.
Not that their new car ain't fast, because their new car is really fast. I followed it all week last week. Until they finally took it off. I was like, okay, that works better for me.
Craig's always had good cars, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Greg's a good driver. Greg's a real good
It's
driver.
a good combination right there.
Craig's
Very
always,
good combination.
Craig's always put good people in his cars, too, though.
Yes.
Right. You're not reading it out loud.
I know.
Dad's got in your
Pierce.
head.
He did get in my head. Sorry. Bob Pierce is probably the best setup guy in the business. He drove about every chassis ever built. And that's the thing about Bob too. Like he, at his age, he's still doing it every week in and week out. So I think that helps Bobby a ton. You know what I mean? It's not like that he's not in the know of what's going on and that type of stuff. So
He's really good at setting up a late model. That's for sure.
I know where you're going with that one.
That's all I'm saying.
You know who I want to know who's helping because I'm really disappointed in him, and I'm sure he's going to get better. But Devin Moran's been struggling,
He has.
and I hate that because I love Devin Moran.
Yeah.
I don't know, is Wiley helping him still, or what's
No.
the deal? No, Wiley.
He's only
Full time detailing.
I think he's only been with Devin like 3 or 4 times this year.
He was, and this is what's crazy. Wiley was with him at the flow race at Brownstown. And look, I mean, Devin announced the overall fast time.
Finished
Won his
third.
heat.
He was with him at Florida, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was with
And
him.
they
in
ran
Florida.
really good
Yeah,
down there.
Right.
And now they can't even hardly make a show.
No.
No, they took a
Provisional
provisional,
last
Yep.
night.
and I hate that because Devin's one of my favorites.
I will say we were fortunate to get to do the shop talk with Devin. And, with Devin having, a lot of attention on him just because, his dad and obviously running full-time series and stuff. I was kind of like skeptical how it was going to go. But Devin was one of the most laid back, cool dudes. I mean, like he just rolled with the flow, We had a really good time with him. So, I mean, I gained a lot of respect for him in that aspect.
He's very humble.
Very humble.
Not arrogant at all.
No.
Another one that's been struggling is Tanner English.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah.
See, not all the Longhorns are fast.
Yeah.
Right.
Or not fast all the time. I mean, they've both had some good runs.
Earl Pearson.
You don't have to do that to my guy.
I'm just saying.
The Hurricane has nothing left
He's
to prove.
struggling.
He's Hall of
It's
Famer.
true.
He's done everything.
hands
he's
down.
just having
Yeah.
fun
Hands down.
now.
Yeah, drive until you can't
Kind of
no
like,
more, bud.
kind of like Jimmy though. Really.
And Bloomer.
Jimmy's still on top of his game, boys. I don't know what you're talking
What are you
about.
talking about?
I think
He's on
Bloomer's
top of his game.
When's the last time he won a race? I bet you Earl won one before he did.
2 weeks ago?
No,
Yeah.
no chance.
I don't think Bloomer's out. I think he's going to make a comeback one day.
You think he is?
Yeah, I think he will.
Bloomer's done, bud.
Don't sleep on the old
I don't
guy.
know.
I hope he's
He's in all this
He's worried about
XR
aliens.
radio
Aliens
show.
are coming.
Yeah.
He
He doesn't
starts-
even have to have a race car and he can sell shirts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he
Especially
doesn't
when
have to.
Especially when them aliens start landing at his house and he's charging a mission to go talk to the aliens.
I mean, I think
That's what he said in an interview.
I think the aliens are going to come back and give more info.
They could.
Hope they stop at my house.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
flagging them down.
Did you know Colton's car is half Black Widow?
I did not know that. What's the other half? Fly by you? That's just me guessing. What is it, Davey? That's your side of the country.
I want to say it's similar to what Jaden's got. I think.
Oh, because they're cousins and they act
It's an-
alike.
I think he said it was an Ellis, maybe.
Ellis.
Yeah.
Ellis.
A 98 Ellis.
Dang, that's older than you, Zach.
Same year, Betty.
Could be older than you then.
Yeah,
Depends
could
on what
be.
part of the year it was
Yeah.
made.
Yep.
The aliens brought us the rock. There you go. You heard it right here on Flag to Flag Media.
That sucks. Don't share it with Jaden. He does not. Jaden does not need to be fast. That's dangerous for all of us.
Colton Sullivan's setups came from Scott Bloomquist on a rock. I love it. Is that just one page rock or is that multiple page rock? Like if you lose one rock, are you like done for? Or
Did
We
you
have
make
like a note-
copies?
yeah, did you make copies of the rock? Got like a whole book of rocks with different notes on them.
Book of rocks.
Book of rocks.
Maybe a box on my
I'll
boat.
say, yeah, like a truck,
Jade doesn't even know how to read.
read.
That's more about him reading the rocks. He can't even read. Oh, did you see the big logo up there tonight?
You know, I seen it as soon as we started. I was gonna see if anyone said anything, but nobody did. But yes, I seen it.
I can
It's-
hardly even see it. Up
I don't
there.
see what it
I can't
says.
It
read
is a
it.
little kind of smashed. You
Well,
coulda
it's the
spread
way.
it out.
So I got to redo it.
Yeah,
What I did was I used
Can't
your
really
business
read it.
card and
Well, that
So
was
you had to-
dumb.
I sent you the PDF, didn't I?
it's your business card. It's not
Oh,
just the logo. I need just that part right there, and it'll look decent.
You ain't no smarter than you look. That's for sure.
I'm not, boys.
At least I'm
That's a
up there.
Brownstown education.
6 weeks
Best
late,
in the
but I'm up
business.
there.
Best in the business.
You better thank our sponsors before you forget.
Yeah, go ahead and
Yeah,
thank
let's do
me
thank our
twice.
sponsors tonight. We got Midnight Sports Gear. Hillbilly. Oh, it's Grant. Hopefully, sometime we'll be working on some hats. Hillbilly's Barbecue and Tenderloin. Greens Auto Sales. Solutions Directional Drilling. Jason Petmeyer from Farm Bureau Agent. B&D Excavating. P3 Graphics. Howler Motorsports, a Fab. M2 Custom Design. Livers Motorsports. Taylor Belt and Pop Bit. So I want to thank all of them for
Yeah,
You know, I want to
you're missing one.
and Grind to Shine Auto Detailing.
There
Make
it
sure you give
is.
their page a like on Facebook.
Jason Petmeyer, he's about the best insurance agent you could possibly get.
100% the best
There was a-
insurance agent.
One of his clients had a hit and run. Somebody hit
I
their
seen
car and
that.
run, and he was on Facebook trying to
Track them down.
track him down too. So
Yeah, he didn't want to pay for it.
that was pretty cool.
Of course, he's trying to track him
Well,
down.
I mean, Jason will just go out of the way to. Jason's a good insurance agent. I'm trying to
Jason-
help him out.
Hey,
Yeah.
he has
I've had
always
him
been
since I was
there.
16.
He's always been there. Call, text, whatever. If I've ever had any issues or concerns, he's been there. So. And JT don't help our.
He does a
sponsors out
good
enough.
job. That just wasn't a good example of it.
Well,
I
mean,
get the Greens Auto Sales. I always sells them too high. Get the Petmeyer. He don't want to pay for it.
Owen does sell them high,
Oh, here
but
we
they're
go.
good quality vehicles.
I do not sell them high.
They're good quality vehicles.
You want to
not
know what's
high?
high? That's the Grind to Shine price. That's what's high. And we'll detail your car for $1,200.
No, I just
all that food you got out of the seats the other day on that last vehicle
Yeah.
you did. Yeah, the homeless were over there next to the car wash trying to dig it out of there.
probably.
They had a big old
I seen
wagon
that snap you sent
just
me.
full
Oh,
of
They're
it.
there
Full
every
of
single
everything.
day. Yeah.
I was like, man, like
Picking up cigarette.
Are you taking them to the car wash to wash them?
I was just
No.
giving it. It was
Okay,
a joke.
I was gonna say.
It was a joke.
Oh,
No.
that's a little
He'll
dirty.
have him pulled in here next. So that'd be pretty good.
It'd just be a little sketchy if Owen was out there to Grind to Shine sign at the car wash washing these cars.
They're all done here.
How many more you got lined up?
Enough. I don't know off the top of my head. I can think of 5.
Have you got
I
Peyton's
will
done
say
yet?
this.
Peyton.
He's got a race tomorrow or
Oh,
Saturday.
his Crown
This
Vic.
Crown Vic's not
Hey.
here.
They didn't even
I
hear.
ain't here no more.
Did you wash it?
I washed it before I pulled in the garage at Dad's.
Good.
What were you saying?
Wait, yeah,
I
wait a
washed it.
minute. No, wait a minute. You
What?
take it to your dad's.
Yeah,
You wash it before you put it in the garage.
yeah.
You bring it over here, race straight off the
Oh, yeah.
track, 6 inches of dirt all over the garage.
I'm trying to detail
still-
cars
yeah.
with fucking dirt
What-
flying
what
all up
happened
in it.
I don't know, man.
He likes Joe.
I think that's what.
Well,
it is.
no, it's because I got it to Mom and Dad's at 1:00 in the afternoon, so I
Not
had not.
11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, not
Okay.
midnight.
I'll
Did
give
it-
you a little slack there.
Did he at least sweep your garage out?
No,
Oh.
you seen the text? He said, I ain't sweeping nothing. I swept it out for him.
Well, that was nice of
You
you.
don't put a dirty race car in my dad's shop, he'll kill you.
Dad thought it was funny.
That was dirty.
No, he goes, I've never seen a race car in the driveway, and I get to sit and watch somebody clean it.
Oh, there you go.
We wash ours every Sunday.
Got to. It's religious. My buddy Chris doesn't watch this till Thursday. Ain't that it? I hope he's watching this. 'Cause I'm doing this just because I
Yeah.
hope he's watching. His
He's got
maintenance
his.
program is way weird.
It's backwards.
Way weird.
He washes the tires, then puts the tires back on the car and washes the car.
I don't get it.
Now, how's that work?
I'm not real sure.
How does that work out?
He
He's
ain't from
explained it to
around.
me 3 times. I still can't grasp it.
He ain't from around here, so if that explains
Does
anything,
that have a lot to do with it?
yeah.
He is leading rookie of the year points though somehow, so we're proud of him for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll wash them Sunday, work on them during the week, and then spray them back off Saturday before we load up.
Yes, you want twice a week. I clean mine twice a week. Davey, you can come work in my shop anytime you
And
want.
then baby oil them when we get to the racetrack.
I use what do I use? That blue bottle stuff, Lucasville stuff.
Your
Mist.
wife
Slick
washes
mist.
yours.
Slick mist. Is that what it is?
Mist, yeah.
Oh, it's a team effort. Danny.
Okay. Team effort.
Back to team effort.
Well, Allie wants to wash yours. You won't let her.
No, that was a one and done.
It didn't run for 2 weeks after that, did it?
It wasn't that. I had to dig through all the mud in the floorboard. That's
Poor Allie.
I tried to mow the grass while she was doing it. Well, I paid attention to making sure she was getting it clean more than I did mow the grass, so it just didn't work out
Yeah.
good.
Did you see his place when you rolled in here? He fenced in every square foot of yard he had so he wouldn't have to mow anymore.
You probably didn't come that way, did you?
I came from down that way.
Yeah, he probably didn't. He probably didn't go by it.
Probably come in Cox Ferry. I'd say.
Yeah, because GPS probably took him
Yeah.
that way.
Well, if you go down the railroad tracks right here, Zach's house is just at the end of the railroad tracks.
Me, Tanner, and Allie put fence all the way around that place so Zach wouldn't have to mow.
Is
I
he gonna
helped
get some
that one day
goats or
too.
what?
Here we
Yeah.
go.
What'd you say?
He
He
gonna
just
get
like-
some goats or what?
We got cows. Well, Tanner's got cows.
Yeah, see, this
Tanner's
it's
got
a fun
cows that eat Zach's
operation to
grass.
watch.
Yeah.
The Hollywood Hills logo on the cars, that's their farm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's something else to watch.
I wanted to bring this up on the night show for the YouTube channel, but I'm just going to start a new segment called Road Trips. Just kind of explain what that is a little bit. GoPro footage stuff is I'm still going to do that, which it's still cool and all that stuff, but it's kind of like YouTube's getting overloaded with it. So we're going to change it up a little bit and just follow some drivers around the track, get in the truck with them when they leave their house. It might just be us or me going to a race somewhere and just doing highlights of the night or something. So I'm just trying to change it up a little bit. So that's what's on Facebook.
And we added really cool segments on Zach's race where we filmed ourselves
Yeah, in
and
the
talked
pits. Yeah.
in the middle of the
Every
race.
time I start talking, Payne's like, huh? He goes, oh, you're talking on the camera. Never mind.
Well, you wasn't talking very
That's
loud. So I
awesome.
didn't know what you were saying.
Right. Smart man, no one wants to mow.
That
That's
poor
true.
guy sent me Snapchats all night. He couldn't get his push mower running, so I see why he says that.
Like
he
Colton
was
blowing
struggling.
up.
What
No,
Colton say?
JT, that slick mist did make your doors slided right.
Right. Yeah. Well, it didn't really.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
That didn't
tell
really
him-
slide.
come back with a good one. 'Cause he doored you a couple weeks before that.
Here we go.
Got his hype, man.
Yeah.
Do it.
Get him back.
Do
up.
it.
Peer pressure at its
I
finest.
did hit him. It was my fault.
No, the first time he hit you.
No, he just slowed my momentum down. He didn't
He-
hit me.
He doored you a little bit.
He just slowed me way down. He's seen how fast I was going.
Oh, okay.
He's like, that
That's
guy's
what it
on
was.
coils. I got to slow him down.
And Colton's going to be on here soon, so we
Yes.
might have to hash it out live on air.
We're going to have a big marker board back here that night, and we're going to talk coils versus leaf.
We can.
That's what we're going to do.
We can
It's
do
going to be a
that.
big top. Davey, you can come back
All right.
because you've ran both.
Yeah.
You
I'd
understand.
rather be on coils.
Yes. So you're
Leaf
more than
springs,
welcome.
a lot of work.
Yep. You're back then. If he just said leaf springs, he wasn't welcome.
That was the deciding factor.
Right.
Nice. Nice.
Kayla can come too. She can be on
Yeah.
the coil spring side.
I think I only drove Leaf Springs like one night and then told my dad, I said, there's something wrong with this car. I don't like the feeling of it.
Do we just need to do like a YouTube segment, like leaf spring versus coil, and just have like
Well-
a full breakdown, like flag to flag style of? It's not like a racing school, but this is just a debate.
I don't think Colton's running real leaf springs.
Do we?
I think he's running like a cool spring that's like clear,
Yeah.
and the leaf springs are just on there as a
Decoy.
decoy.
Yeah.
That's
Could
what I
be.
think.
Could be.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know his bar angle ain't right. It's not 15 degrees, ain't 0 degrees, so it can't be legal.
Right.
That's all I can think.
Cheating. JT sounds like a politician. He didn't do nothing. LOL.
You know,
Thanks, Randall.
That's funny. I
Good
never drove either, but I'll take a Leafs all day. Our cool car was awful.
it's got all the angles
Angles
possible.
That is true. That
See?
is true.
It doesn't. There's no way. I can't find a rule that's against it, but that doesn't mean it's legal.
Right.
You know.
He kind of does.
Yeah, kind of does.
Well, there's gray areas and there's dark gray areas.
Is that a real dark gray area?
Yeah, it's pretty well
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
It's like a flat black.
Jeez. All right. Well, it's 9:06. Davey, thank you so much for coming on. We definitely appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. And if you need anything from flag to flag,
Just not a
decal,
t-shirt.
decal wise or something, let me know.
No t-shirts,
Good job,
no
Peyton.
hats, no money. Anything else, we got you.
Where are you getting this Wii stuff at?
Yeah, we
Okay.
took him
All
6
right.
weeks to put a logo on a screen.
Okay.
Can't even read it.
Exactly.
I
thought
finally
it was
put
a
it on-
bird. I really
Yeah,
thought it was a
it's
bird
bad.
beak.
That's honestly making me. I had
It's-
three.
Listen, it's,
I've
didn't
had
know what
3
it
people
was.
text me now and back out because that looks so bad. They think I'm unprofessional, and I wash cars
but
at car
to me,
washes.
listen, I'm gonna give a dad's perspective.
Son,
That's
you got
not
to
a good
deal with
logo.
what you
That's not a
got.
nice logo.
I didn't make
That
the
is
logo.
kindergarten handwriting letters, and it's got the top of a Lamborghini, which there's no Lamborghini in Washington County.
There might be.
There's
I'm
not.
trying to find them.
Well,
Trying to wash them up.
so we need like a beat up, rusted Chevrolet on there with block letters or something, because this is
Anything but a Ram.
whatever. Best trucks on the road, but
Negative.
all right. Anyway, we're going to cut out for the night. Thanks to all the sponsors again. Thanks to Davey for coming on board.
You're welcome.
That was Owen. That wasn't me.
I was like, what?
He thanked me for my sponsorship. So
Oh, okay.
But I still ain't got nothing out of it, so I don't know. I
Oh, my.
got tired of
Until the
Dude,
next
we-
flag
we
flies.
we
Stay
talked
sunny,
about, we talked
Philadelphia.
about this,
I detailed your damn truck.
and I mowed your yard 7 times this year because you won't get on the
And
mower.
your new studio's on my damn property.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
I'll GCIQRS it, whatever you call that
Whatever.
freaking app.
All
My
right.
property.
All right, we're going to head
See you
out.
guys.
We'll see y'all when the next flag flies.